my face. Oh, that doesn't work either. Hi, friends. Hi. How's everyone doing? I gotta finish loading the shop. Welcome in. Welcome. How's everyone doing? I don't really have anything on the agenda, but I am open to suggestions. Whatever you guys feel is something you want to talk about, I'm totally open to it. Shoot. Sorry, you guys, I'm loading the shop. Hi, how are you? Good. I'm doing good. I just got kids settled, doing the thing, and now I'm trying to load the shop while live. But I don't know why my stuff isn't popping up. It's so weird. But how's everyone doing? Oh no. No. If you have a day, then we have a day. Because we love you. Okay. Let me open this one up. Maybe it'll be easier on here. How's everyone doing? Happy Wednesday? I don't even know what day it is. That's ridiculous. Dang, I do not know where all of my... I gotta just manually add it, I guess. I don't know why all my stuff isn't showing up. But how's everyone doing? Do it. Just breathe through it. Realize everything is okay. I feel the same way. Oh, look what I saw. Look what I saw. I was going to send this to you. I took a picture of it. It was right in front of me. Oh, yeah, baby. Hi, Kate. I love your profile picture. Love it. Okay, maybe I can find it on my iPad. Maybe that'll be easier. But welcome in, you guys. Welcome. Just trying to load my shop. I don't understand why it's being like this. Because I don't want to have to go through and do the whole foundations thing. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Just on my iPad. Hi, Elegant Touches. Hello. You guys, I was planning on talking about staging, but I'm also open to like whatever you guys want to talk about. I'm open to talking. How cool was the co-hosting yesterday? I was like, that was so good and so like helpful for us, and I think really helpful for you guys, which I just loved. I loved the whole thing. It was so fun. And I feel like everyone is in different elements in their business and they're in different phases, but we can all learn from where each other are at. Really, really cool. And I think we're going to do more of the coaching or the co-hosting today, but we're going to do it when Steven is on the clock because I'm going to need to be with children. Dang, I literally cannot find this. Why? Okay. I'm sorry. I should have had this loaded before I went live, but I don't understand. I don't know. Hi. Life happens. Yeah. Uh-huh. I love that you're using Nervous System. I love that. Doing my second show tomorrow and I'm doing the $1 starts. I'm so scared. Okay, you got to remember that in the beginning of your business, you are not trying to make margin. The only reason why you're nervous is because you want to make margin. But in a live, there are so many wins to be had. Okay? Like, you don't know, not every single win in a live is through financial gain. So like just because you are making money and there's people in your room, there are so many other ways to win. Like I can't tell you how many people come into my show and they purchase for the first time and they were like, I've been watching you for 6 months and today was my first purchase. Like, there are so many. Stephanie, I'm going to talk to you, girl. I friggin' love you.
He just wants to say hi real quick.
Hi.
Nope, wrong way. Nope, that wasn't our deal.
JJ wanted to come say hi and now he's going for the toys. It's okay, babe. Just let him grab what he's looking for. And so, like, understanding, hey, Chads, what's up? I love that, Stephanie. Understanding that every live has different wins, and not all of them is gonna be something that you can track and something that you can like visibly see. So understanding like there are people who were in your show who became a super fan. There were people in your show who went and bookmarked and are going to come back again. There are going to be people in your show who are going to purchase from you and then come back again and purchase from you again. Hi, Chanel. So like understanding that you're not in the game for margin. You're trying to get repeat buyers who are going to come back to you again and again. Okay? So I would just look at it as you're buying buyers. Okay? You're buying repeat customers. So even though if something goes for $1 and your nervous system is like, "Oh my gosh, I paid 16 for it." You have to understand that your intention is not margin. All right? Hi Natasha, I love you. Your intention is to get repeat buyers. And the only way that you can do that is to have low starts, or the not the only way, the easiest way for you to get repeat buyers is to have low starts. Okay? So when I was just starting out, like Steven tells this story all the time, I am having a way better day. Stephanie, she whipped me into place. But when I first started out, I was so concerned about margin. It was stupid. My husband's like, "You are winning. You're doing the thing. Like, what do you mean like, we're winning. We're getting repeat buyers. People who were in your Monday show are now in your Wednesday show. Yeah, you feel like you're there with $5 starts. And Shannon, don't be afraid to just do $5. Like, don't be afraid to do a start that you feel comfortable with and then manageably lower it. So start at 5, then do 3, then do 1. Not in the same live, but do one live at $5, another live at 3, and then another live at 1. So don't feel like you have to run everything at $1. Yeah, so Chanel does $5 in her hair product show, probably because that show is much like heavier fulfillment, and she probably paid more. Thank you. I was Stephen screen recorded my coaching session with Mitchie, and you were like, "I love their eyes. Their eyes are popping from a brown-eyed girl." I'm like, man, I look at brown eyes and I'm like, those are so beautiful. Because, you know, the it's true though. I just loved everything that you were saying. It was so funny. You're so funny. You're so on point. It's awesome. Um, Okay, so is there, besides $1 starts, I 100%, I completely understand the nervous system thing. I totally understand getting overwhelmed and being like, "Oh my gosh." But Shannon, you have incredible items. Like your pulse on inventory is there. I really went through my inventory and I thought I could do it to see what happens. I know I love $1 starts and other shows, totally. And Shannon, like, go live, commit to it, and see what happens. Because I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised that your revenue per item is going to go up. Also, another thing to remember, Shannon, is if you're not already doing this, you should calculate your cost of goods on an average. So if you go to a thrift store and you purchase 6 items for $40, you're going to divide 6 into 40, and that is your average cost of goods. So don't think singularly on your cost of goods. So you might have a pair of mother jeans that you paid $24 for, cost of goods, but you should average it out. Yeah, because you guys will get hung up on that one item that you are talking about. Like, so you're going to hold up those mother jeans, and in your mind, you're going to be like, I paid $24 for these and they need to go for that, or else I'm not going to win. Also, you need to average your show that way too. You need to take your items sold, divide it by your total revenue, and that is what your not your cost of goods, your revenue per item is. Average it. Because if you're in your live and you're basing your success on what you spent individually for each item, and if that item went over what you paid for it, you're going to lose every time because you have no control over how much an item goes for, or how many people are in your room. But I really think if you, Shannon, you have great items. I was in your show I think on Monday or Tuesday. Your finger is on the pulse. So I would be excited, not worried. I didn't look back to see what everything went for, but you're right. People are telling me they're coming to my next show. Gosh, you're right. You like stay in the mindset of I'm doing $1 starts for the cleanest data. How you get repeat buyers, Shannon, is you give them a good deal on items that are exceptional, which I already know you have great items, and you use your market data. Why did this pair of mother jeans bid up to $25 and this one went for 1? The cleanest data is a $1 start because you will know 100% that it didn't sell because it wasn't a good item, because no one wanted it for $1. Granted, there are other factors in like managing your data, but honestly, $1 starts is the cleanest, fastest way to get your data. And the data is what makes you a better sourcer. That's why the journal is going to be exceptional, because we're going to have that data all tracked. You're going to be able to track all the data. Okay, I'm just still loading my store. I'm sorry. Also, factors like aiming. She had items not sell when she was glitching, but then when she was steady, they sold at the end of the show and not for low. Exactly. And I think, Shannon, the initial jitters of you doing your $1 start show is going to go away once you see bidding velocity in your show. I did $1 starts on my last show. My next show, I am doing $5 because of my cost, but I used to do 15 to 25. I'm getting there. Exactly. I love that. Sincerely, Jules. Or sincerely styled. Totally. That is 100% where you're trying to go. Like Cats in Pajamas, Stephanie, she has inventory up the wazoo. So that, for if I were her, my motivation would be, let's move some inventory. Let's get the data. The only way you become a better live seller is by doing the $1 start and getting the data and moving products. We get so hung up on wanting to, is that Abe? We get so hung up on wanting to make sure we get our items what they're worth, and we hold on to them. But in holding on to them, you don't get any market data to make better decisions when you go sourcing. So the name of the game is who can get the data the fastest. And if you're doing $1 starts, you're going to get really quick data and you're going to move items really, really quickly. And if you can start your live journey doing $1 starts and you continue, you're going to build a buyer base who loves $1 starts. And the reason why people love $1 starts is because they want that bidding velocity. They want to know that they're going to go to a show and there's going to be a show. Not, do you want this for $25? That was purely my motivation the other day. I did $5, but was very worth it with 11 sales and a few bid wars. Let's go. And once you guys realize the pro goes low, the pro goes low. Stephen and I have done this multiple times. I did $5 starts. At the end of my show, whatever didn't sell, I would run it for $1, and those things would bid up way above $5. Then Stephen and I were like, we're going to do a premium show and we're going to do $10 starts. And I would get on camera and I'd show an item and no one would buy. And it was like, why is my revenue per item higher when I do a lower start than when I do a higher start? It's because of the psychology of a buyer. The buyer has to ask, can I afford this, instead of, do I want this? The $1 starts puts that buyer in a mode of, do I want this, instead of, can I afford this? Everyone can afford a $1 start. That's the mindset you want your buyers in. Do you think a loaded tray makes a difference? 1,000%, on so many levels. If you guys were in yesterday's co-hosting, Stephanie, Cats in Pajamas, go follow her. She was doing varied start prices. Her backdrop was chaotic. She switched it all up and she's seeing immediate results. So go follow Cat's Pajamas. She's incredible. Girl, my husband, I recorded your conversation with my husband and I watched it back afterwards and I was in happy tears. I wasn't in sad tears, because you helped me realize that people, just because I'm not a premier seller doesn't mean I'm not making an impact. Just because I'm not where I think I need to be doesn't mean that there aren't people watching my show and getting massive value and data out of it. And that really, really helped. It helped. I felt like, Stephanie, we had a breakthrough with co-hosting. Like, I felt like the seeking of what I was looking for, which was breakthrough, happened yesterday in all the co-hosting. No, I can, if you guys want, I can put them on the Circle app. Do you want me to do that, sis? Because I have them. They're just screen recordings. Okay, let's do it. I think that's a great idea. Yeah, one of many people, baby. Hi, Nini. Nini, I love you and your shield bidding. Your shield bidding. Oh, Regina. So, we have a community of over 100 live sellers in our foundation community. It's hosted on the Circle app, and it is like brewing with just community and love, and everyone's helping each other. We're doing a sign up sheet where people can trade inventory. So if someone's a boho seller, but they have a bunch of vintage and a vintage seller has boho, they can swap it. And so we're doing all sorts of stuff on there. You got it, Nini. You got it. I pinned the group if you guys want to join. It's $30. You get 30-day access, and there's also like 40 plus hours of live seller pro content. Stephen and I have been coaching live sellers for almost 2.5 years. We've done 3 coaching communities. This one is our 3rd one. Yeah, yeah. I love that. I love that. Okay, noted. We need a mod list. I also think we need one designated area where people put their show times. Okay, I want to read tea time deals. So I've tried this, and if I run it for $1, it goes for $1, which does not allow me to replenish. I sell health and beauty. Any advice? Yes. Okay, so in the beginning, you're not trying to get margin. I understand that you're trying to recycle the funds that you make so you can go out and get more inventory, which means that you aren't holding on to a bunch of inventory, which is a really, really good thing. But I would say that doing the $1 start and being consistent with it, you're going to see a dramatic growth in your revenue per item. If you are like, okay, if I do $1, do $5, and then build your audience base, and then put, 3 or 4 shows from now, then drop it down to $1. So you get that buyer base and those repeat buyers. So you feel comfortable running it for $1. Also, you have to consider, is my inventory good? Do I have good inventory? Because if no one is bidding your items up, it could be an inventory issue. But that $1 start is to give you data, and the cleanest data. So it's really like you really have to analyze what it is that you're selling, and is it not selling because it's not good, or is it not selling for more because you just don't have enough people in your room? Like, there are many factors, but making sure your inventory is good is one of them. um let's see, did you say something to me before you responded to Regina? Oh yeah, I said no more shield bidding. No more helping your friends. But I'm so happy that it turned into a launch pad. You guys, also, authentic refines, Sarah, Natasha, I don't know if Amy is in here, Nini, authentic refines is in Launchpad. So that's really exciting. I also created a Launchpad listing for Everhome, and Everhome said she wanted to join. So we're going to have a really great group of girls in Launchpad, and I'm really excited. I would love more men, but it's just like in the women's vintage category where I'm in, like, there are no men. So we're piling in a bunch of beautiful women into Launchpad, and it's very exciting. Um, Hi, pretty little thrifts. How are you? Okay, so also, oh, Steven doesn't have a phone, so Abe, will you come get my phone so Steven can do um so Steven can use this? Do I have okay, I'm gonna add 30-minute coaching calls with Steven and I separately. So one of them will be for me. Dang it. My Canva didn't download my photo. Okay. Okay, so Launchpad is our foundations right here. How you get into Launchpad is you join Foundations. Foundations is our community. It's where all the activity is. It's where all of my husband's content from coaching previous years is. So the Unshakable Mindset, the playbook walkthrough, lots of really great content in there. And then once you join Foundations, you have the opportunity to join Launchpad. Launchpad is a 4-week program. It starts on February 9th, and we do 2 coaching calls per week, Monday and Thursday. And on Sunday, we're doing a seller support who is hosted by Spicy Nona. So it's going to be a 4-week program. You're going to receive essentially assignments for you to grow your live selling business and to really like diagnose, like where are your problem areas, where can you grow, what are the things that you need help with. And it's a 4-week program. This will be our 3rd month doing this. So we've done Launchpad 1.0, Launchpad 2.0. Yes, Regina, we're going to continue to offer Launchpad for the foreseeable future. So no rush. But Regina, if you are interested, I would join Foundations so you can be plugged into the community so that when you do join Launchpad, you already know everyone. Also, the people in the community are so supportive. It has been like the biggest game changer for all of us because we are like actively helping one another grow, and we're able to post into the community any sort of like hiccups we're having as well as wins. If you guys sign up, go to the wins and lessons category in the community, and it's insane. People are having record breaking shows and they're adopting. No, I'm putting in coaching calls right now. And no, you don't have to join Foundations to get a coaching call. Actually, if you do join Foundations, there's no coaching call included. Um, but if you want to do a coaching call, I'm adding those to the bin right now. I had to update the show poster or the posters for this because I just didn't like the way that they look. So I'm adding it right now. We have 30-minute coaching calls. Um And one is with me, one is with Steven. So, like, if you're more on the side of like, I need help with sourcing, I need help with staging, show presence, sequencing, um, more along the lines of like what I do, I would suggest doing a coaching call with me. If you need business infrastructure, financial, like lots of advice around being coached and being like helped inside your business and helping the trackables and stuff like that, that's going to be more my husband to photograph for my show this weekend. Do it. Do it. My husband is setting up a Calendly link for this right now. So let me just add these. Okay. One of them is added. Yes, we do show audits. We do show audits. I can add it to the bin if you want. Let me put in Steven's coaching call for you guys. And also we were doing co-hosting in our show, which was so cool. It was like so beneficial for everyone. And I'll be posting those co-hosting calls, or not calls, but co-hosting from yesterday's live. I'll post them in Circle. I think I only have 3 out of the 4. Hi. How are you? Every time I see your profile, I'm just like, your dog is so cute, Lucy. I freaking love it. Okay, yeah, lunchtime. And if you guys have questions about anything in the bin, you can totally, I know, really good to hear the feedback. Okay, you got it. You got it. Okay, let me just load this so I can focus on you guys. Okay. Those have been added. All right. A 30-minute coaching call with Steven, or you can do a 30-minute coaching call with me. Oh my gosh. Thank you so. I was like, why is there a quantity of 4? Thank you so much for a coaching call. That's so exciting. Elegant touches. I'm so excited. I only put a coaching call in for my husband yesterday, and I was like, I can do coaching calls. I can critique all sorts of things. Like I can coach on things that he isn't an expert in. So let's go. That's so exciting. Thank you so much. Um but yeah, I'm really excited to do the coaching calls. Steven was like, great job with Mitchie yesterday. You did a great job coaching her. I'm like, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Do you guys have any questions? Hi, Tanya. Tanya, I was a goober and I put the item you purchased from me from Fancy Vines in a poly mailer, and I was supposed to put it in a medium flat rate box. So when I took it to the post office on Monday, I brought it back home because I needed to switch out the box, and I still have it. So I'm taking your package to the post office today once I get off this live. I just don't want you to be like, what the heck? Ah, Baba. But I love you, and your giveaway is in there, and I really hope you love the giveaway. Um, I know. And Mitchie, I was so excited to like actually physically, like not physically, but like talk to you. It was so I feel like we've been talking for years. Yes, the dental care is so good, you guys. Do you guys want to talk about like staging? Like what I do for makeup, what I do for body makeup, what I do to prepare to get ready for fancy fine shows? She does have the best laugh. Steven, do you want to come get my phone so you have access? Nope. Okay. Sounds great. Um, but I really enjoy the staging process. Oh my gosh, okay. So let me grab some of my stuff that I have already up here, and we'll go into the staging. We'll go into the staging process. Because I have a lot of my stuff that I use already in here. I think that's everything. Okay. So, when I am talking about staging, I'm referring to staging yourself. So, when you do a show, like you should get ready. You should be putting on makeup, looking your best, wearing your best outfit. When you show up professional and you show up ready to go, your audience gets into gear. So if you show up, eat it. I love you so much. I'm still learning all the shipping's ins and outs. For now, I keep scissors and packing tape in the car so I can be ready to repackage in the parking lot. That's what I needed to do. Hi, how are you? Edith, I put um, a launch pad purchase in the bin for you on my profile, not in the show. I did no pressure. You can order whenever. It starts February 9th. It'll be in there when you're ready for it. But I know you said you wanted to join and you don't have to do the training to do that because you've already done it. Okay, so as far as like staging myself, yeah, you're so welcome. And whenever you can do it, like no rush. I am constantly thinking about the way that I come across. Oh yeah. Yeah. Also, Blessed Mama, I have in foundations, let me pin it cuz in our foundations community, I have a shipping intensive in there. So if you guys are looking for shipping help, you should buy the 1 month foundation community access, and you get like 40 plus hours of content to help you grow your live selling business. Okay, so when it comes to staging myself, I am, yeah, you're so welcome. Um, and there's over 100 people in that community, blessed mama, and we're like we're growing so quickly, and there is so many beautiful things happening in there. If you want to feel less lonely in your process of going into live sales or currently running your business, the community is for you. So I'm thinking about doing a TikTok live for my staging process. And yeah, totally, totally. I love that. And all the things that I use. I finally was able to source. I'm working on the photos for my Monday show. I'll share a video on Circle once I'm done so I can get your feedback. I would love that. I would love that. That is so wonderful, Lucy. Let's go. And you're going to have a ton of people in the community in your show. That's one of the benefits, you guys, of joining the community is people come to your show and they buy. Like they're not, we don't just go to people's shows to support them. We're, all of us are buying too. Not out of sympathy, but just out of like, we really enjoy the items that people bring from our community. Okay. So, do you guys want to talk about like beauty and makeup and stuff like that? Or are you guys more interested in like we can do shipping, we can do staging, we can talk about sourcing? I go there to support with no intention of buying. Then I always buy because the stuff is so good. I know, Tanya. It's so nice to have support with people going through the same stuff. My family and friends don't get it. Totally. It's a really interesting thing to go live. You know? Like it's really interesting to go live and to experience the thing of going live. Okay? Let's do it. Elegant touches. So, my body makeup is my game changer. I was struggling with self tanners. I was going to the tanning booth and I was getting a spray tan or to the tanning like location, getting a spray tan, and I just never felt like I was never as tan as I wanted to be. I am someone who, when I am on camera and I'm trying on clothes and my bodysuit shows my back, it shows my arms, it shows my legs, and I just never felt like a spray tan or a at home self tanner like did the job. So I got on TikTok and TikTok had they were like this was going viral last summer. Hi mama, how are you? Mama Yvonne in the house. And so I use this body makeup. It is legit the best purchase I have ever made. And I use the color Bronze Radiance. It's so good. It covers varicose veins. It's like a foundation for your body. And I just feel so elevated in it. I feel so like just I feel beautiful when I put it on. I mean, I feel beautiful now, but like this really puts me into show mode. Then I purchased this like big brush and I just put like a little dollop on there and I just circulate the product all throughout my body. My husband does my back. And I'm honestly thinking about having him do my whole body because he does a way better job. Okay. 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 Um, I'm also hyper aware of my teeth. Like, I really want white, pearly white, shiny teeth. And this is the tooth whitener I use. I'm currently giving these away as giveaways because it so what I do is I'll brush my teeth before bed and then I'll wipe my teeth off with just like a towel or a cloth, a clean cloth. And then I twist this and get the product. Yeah! Steven, Edith is in Launchpad 3.0. Sarah, Edith is back in Launchpad. Let's go, baby. I know, Natasha. I love it. Let's go, let's go. And I'll dry my teeth and then I'll put this product on it and go to sleep. The next day, my yellow pigmentation is so much whiter, and I feel like it transforms my style in like one use. Hi! I love you so much, Gigi. I recorded you impersonating me. She's like a robot. You guys, if you're not following Miss Gigi's Closet, yeah, I record you all the time. I love you so deeply. Gigi, you have beautiful items. Like, you have stunning pieces. Every single piece, I'm just like, it's embroidered, it's silk, it's vintage, it's powerful, it's gorgeous. It like every item is just so, so good. You can, Tanya. You can. You guys, go to your local Dollar Tree. This is at my Dollar Tree for $1.25. Okay? I also use the Guru Nanda toothbrush and the Guru Nanda color correcting toothpaste. It's a purple toothpaste. I use it before every show. It use all natural color correcting, and it will turn your yellow pigmentation so much better. You did? Oh, they don't. Okay. Yeah, I also sometimes if I go to a different location than the one that I normally go to, sometimes it's there. But you can also get this from your local grocery store. You're just gonna pay like $8 for it. You won this. You won this. You're getting this in the mail. But the color correct the toothpaste. It's called Guru Nanda, and it's called the color correcting toothpaste. It comes in a tube about this big. It pumps out and it's like a bright purple. And when you brush with it, it's pretty cool. You can go to my TikTok. It's the same as MGV. You can go to my TikTok and I have it in a video and you can purchase from there and I can make a commission if you want. Or just go to Amazon because you'll get faster shipping. But I use both of these things regularly. Also, they're that's my husband, Gigi. um Also, I use their flossers. Their flossers are double floss. So there's two pieces of floss. And when you put that in your teeth, in between your teeth, and you pull it up, you feel like you have felt your teeth clean for the first time ever. Like all of the other ones, they glide in, but they don't like catch anything, you know? Just anything this brand, get it. It's a freaking game changer. So that is what I use for dental. For my eyes, I really want my eyes to be like, see, like right now you can see, I don't know if this weirds people out, but my contacts are old and so they will irritate my eyes, and this red, like just these red little marks or veins in my eyes can be really distracting, at least for me. So I use the Lumify. These drops are so good. They're so good. Like, let's see if I can get the red to go away right now. So, but these are pricey. Like, this is like $12 and you get like 2.5 milliliters. Okay. So, like, you get very little product with this, but you don't need very much, and they are contact safe. So you can put these in with your contacts and you're good to go. Um as far as setting spray, this is so good. It locks in my makeup because I'm trying things on. Sometimes like I'll brush it with my hand, I'll brush it with my arm. Um yeah, Lumify is so good. I just friggin' love it. Like, look at how much brighter and glassy, like, just more potent my eye color is now. Homie! Stephanie, you have such a good vibe. Like, never change. If you cuss in real life, cuss on your live. Like, as long as you're okay with it, like, be you, be real, be like who Stephanie is. And I like just loved your energy so much. So before every live, I just take this and I just spray it over my face. And it locks my makeup in. It is waterproof. You can literally put makeup on, spray this on, and go swimming, and your makeup will not budge. So I know she was so cool. So cool. And we're all going to go to her show. You are getting there to 1,000 sales, Steph, which is amazing. Oh my gosh, your show posters. Look at you. Hi. I love you, Grace. I'm bookmarking all of them. I was making dinner, so I couldn't bookmark any of your shows. Diamond 24 karat. Okay, so those are some of the products that I use for staging myself. I time my like bathing routine to be show ready. So I will take a shower the night before because I find that my hair curls better when it's not like fresh out the shower um type of thing. Steven, are you close to being ready? Because I need to use the bathroom. Your girl didn't tinkle before I went live. I love that you say tinkle too, Stephanie. I'm like, that's adorable. A couple of other things that I do as far as like makeup is I will set everything. So if I'm using a cream or a foundation, I am using a blurring powder to set it because I find that when you don't set your makeup, it moves. I'm so close. My show poster was legit a rack and a speaker before last week. Also, Jads, my bookmarks were four bookmarks before MGV followed their advice. I love you. You have over 30 bookmarks on your entire page, which is amazing. Yeah. Steven, listen, like Steven has been studying live sales since I've gone live. Like he is hi Anisha. He has a gift for seeing businesses, seeing business models, and understanding where the market is trending before it happens. And it's been a gift like his whole life. I just feel like he really understands business, but he also has the experience in his previous coaching. Stephanie, when you were like, I feel like he's been a coach for like a big corporation. He was. He was a coach for like three different sales teams at a company called Clearlink. And he took the lowest performing team of 52 teams and turned them into the number one team out of 52. So, very, very, very experienced. He loves people. And he really started to recognize that coaching was about caring. Like he cares so much about the people he's coaching. He never wants to steer people in the wrong direction. He's constantly thinking about everyone else's businesses and how he can teach you guys to run your business efficiently, effectively, but also in a way that you feel confident inside your business. He doesn't want you guys to be like, he's the guru. You must follow him. You worship him and then you get the results. No, he wants to give you the power in your business. He just wants to give you, he's a homie. He's a homie. I just feel like if we hung out, Stephanie, and we just like, I don't know, had a glass of wine or whatever, like we would just hit it off, girl. So luckily to be here, it feels like, oh my gosh, Lost Mermaid, absolutely beautiful. What I would do with that chessboard or yeah, the chessboard, is I would load that in a show 3 or 4 weeks from now, continue to sell your high volume goods, so like your necklaces, your earrings, your individual pieces of glass, and tell everyone about your piece and that you're going to run it in this show. Build bookmarks, build pre-bids, and that thing will sell for some crazy money. Yvonne, we love you. We love you. And we really, Stephen and I this past year have really kind of come into our own. We had a lot of personal strife in the last year, and it was really all consuming, and the way that things ended really have given us clarity with how and where we're going, and it's been a game changer. So I feel like both Stephen and I have like stepped into our roles and helped one another like coach and help one another go live, and it's been truly such a gift. I loved being on Amazon now and see the whitening pen, but what else did you say? It's the color correcting toothpaste. So it's the same brand, Guru Nanda, and it's the color correcting toothpaste and their flossers. They also have travel toothbrushes with toothpaste in the middle. So if like you throw it in your purse, you know you need to brush your teeth, you have a portable toothbrush with toothpaste on it. Um that that's Gracie, Natasha. That's Gracie. She calls you her girl. My girl's live. Oh, it's so cute. I loved being a supervisor. When I left after 14 years, my entire staff quit too, totally. Adesha, that is so true. Like, so many people will stay for their leadership. If they have good leadership in place, they will stay for them. Um, that's what I gathered from yesterday. Good. I'm so glad. Did you upload the video from yesterday? I want to show Hubs later. Yes. I'm going to upload it into Circle. Once Steven takes over, I'm going to upload everything to Circle. Okay? Yeah. So when Gracie was born, we took her, she was like 2 or 3 days old. We took her to my in-laws where my husband's sister and brother and sister-in-law and brother-in-law were, and they were holding Gracie, and she was making all of these different faces, like like she just was stretching and making funny faces. So we call her Gracie Face because she can pull a lot of faces and they're so cute. Um, but yeah, she loves you, Natasha. I think that's so sweet. I didn't realize how hard I fell. I was so excited. I freaking love that. I did record it, so I'll put it in Circle. I think Steven's taking a shower and he has to shave his head, so that takes a minute. But as far as like what I do mentally before a show, music, music. I have a playlist that is not my show playlist. It's a separate playlist that, hi Jen, how are you? It's a separate show playlist for me to get in the zone of going live. And when I play it, it like really, I know. He's like, if I don't shave it today, I'm gonna get bumps, and then I gotta exfoliate, and then I gotta shave, and the whole thing. Yeah, to get crunk. Exactly. I just like music is the thing that just makes me feel good. Yeah, your feel good playlist, like put that on 30 minutes before you go live and just turn it up and just like get in the zone, cuz I feel like when I do that, I have the best shows. I'm already centered and in the mood, and I don't have to do any sort of like, you know, faking it. I don't have to fake it, because sometimes I'm running around like a mad woman. I'm trying to get staging done. You know, sometimes Steven goes live on that day. So I really, really try and hone what it is that I'm doing so that I have that 30-minute window where I'm already ready. My makeup's on, my hair is done, my bodysuit, I'm in my uniform. Um, and I feel like, Stephanie, you gave me a lot of clarity on last week's show. Last week's show, the chat was really quiet. There wasn't like a lot of talking. People weren't really engaging. Yeah, make your playlist because it's awesome. Um, I wasn't focused on engaging with the chat. Like when you watch your show back, you realize like, oh, I wasn't doing this, or I forgot to say this, or I don't know, you just get information that you wouldn't get otherwise unless you watch your show. So when I watched it back, I felt like maybe I was like out of touch with the chat. And then Stephanie, when you co-hosted with Steven, you were like, I was watching and she was like, she used silence in her show. Like she was using tactics to get people to look at the item and feature the item that I'd never thought of before. And I was like, the reason why people weren't chatty was because they were watching. Like it's a show. And that's where I want to go with it. I want to go, like, of course, I always want an engaged chat and I'll be engaged with it, but I want the performance to be so enthralling, no one is saying anything. And so I think last week was a week of me recognizing that, and then you, Stephanie, saying that in your life, because I am focused on those things. I am thinking about, where do I pause? When do I not say anything? Also, the cadence in which I'm speaking is also top of mind. So I'm using everything in that show, my body, my phrasing, my spacing, my turning like a robot, like Gigi says. Um, but I used to take dance in middle school and high school. And in high school, we had one of the top dance programs for like a high school. And I learned a lot of ballerina, like core training. And so I think I want to take an adult like beginners ballet class, because most of the time when I'm like up close and I'm doing the turns and things with my yeah, with my modeling, I'm on my tippy toes. Like I'm because my camera like this is so, hear the squeaking, is it's so disruptive. I don't want to have to move my camera, so I'd rather just move my body so that y'all get a steady paced, beautiful show where I'm not like moving the camera all the time. I need a WD-40 this. That's what I need to do. Squeak. So, I'm thinking about taking a dance class so that or even just like YouTube, to understand how to use my core and my tippy toes to just be able to do it with ease. So if you guys like sometimes see me fall over, I'm not drunk or anything like that. My center balance gets off and I need to focus on keeping that core tight. Yeah, heck yeah. You guys want a modeling? Let's do a modeling. I actually am really excited for this. Let's do it. Okay. So let me make sure I'm not too high. Okay. So modeling, you guys, I I learned how to model clothes from a girl on, she's really big on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and her screen name is called The Court Report. She makes money through affiliates. Let's go. Let's go. So, she makes money through affiliate links. So she will go on Amazon, order a bunch of beautiful clothing, and then she will model her clothes in her content. But her content isn't live. She's like editing and curating it. But I just recognized that her poses, the way that she posed for her clothing, I really resonated with. Her name is the Court Report. Right there. There might be like underscores, but if you just type in the Court Report to Google, you're gonna find her. She's stunning. She works out. She's like very healthy. Um and so I studied her videos and I just was like I loved her like modeling style. So also another thing that I'm always aware of when I am modeling is I am trying to show you what the item looks like on. Okay? So I'm gonna grab a piece of clothing that's a little more interesting than what I'm wearing. Like I have this Vince wool sweater, but there was a hole in it, so I'm not selling it. So I'm gonna put that on just because my who wants to look at a Nike sweatshirt. um to show you guys kind of like my thought process on modeling. All right. Okay, this is 100% wool too, but there's a hole in the back, so I didn't bring it to Fancy Find. Okay, so I try the item on, but all of my angling and everything is to show you what it looks like on a body, not on me. So when I'm up close like this, I'm not showing you my head because it's not about me. You could tell us anything. So let's say this had like beautiful embroidery or something that I want to show you guys. I'm going to get up close to the camera. See where my shoulders are? I am actively making sure that I am in frame the whole time. And the reason why I turn is because I want you to be able to see the full scope of what it is that I'm wearing. So I love the turning motion because it shows you guys everything that I want you to see. As far as posing back here, I want my position to be a pose that is flattering for the item, flattering for me, and for you guys, like visually. Okay? Yep, I'm using an iPhone. I use the front camera. This is a pose that I really like. I love the one knee out, the arm on my hip, or this one. Also, I'm using my hands to accentuate my waist. See how boxy my waist is? Now look. I'm also making sure that when I am back here, the item is between here. Some of y'all are showing your item down here over the chat. Raise your item up, show it in between the chat and in between your name up here. Okay? So like if I was wearing this, I love this pose. This is one of my favorite poses. I also love to bring in the waistline on anything boxy to kind of show you what it looks like to be form fitted. And then I'll turn around and I like to look in the camera to see like what it looks like so that every pose is almost like as if you could take a picture of it. Okay? All of this, you guys, was through trial and error. I just figured out like what worked for me and what kind of posing I like to do. See, and I'm looking here. I'm looking at what does this look like for you guys? Because essentially I'm trying to sell it to you, not to me. Okay? As strike a pose. This is actually really comfortable. Dang, this is a big hood. We're straight up Red Riding Hood. So, But if you guys want a really good pose, follow the court report. Her modeling is very like, she's just beautiful. She knows her body type, she knows how to make the clothes look good, and she'll do a lot of tucking as well. So that's why I love to tuck things. I love to like mess with the hemline, make it look a different way, because that's how you sell it. Like, you want to show it in many different regards. Yeah. Okay. For jewelry, if oh Mitchie, I have these. I was supposed to run these last show and I forgot. Okay. For jewelry, look how cool these are. These are Aries, March 21st to April 20th. And I think they're clip-ons. Yeah, they're clip-ons. So these are so vintage, Mitch. I think it's a goat. I think that's what it is. So if I were modeling jewelry, I would put it on, like whatever it is, a necklace, earrings, whatever. If it's a necklace, I'm all up in here. See? I'm all up in here. Or if I want them to see my face for jewelry, I will put my hair up, pull it up, turn, all about the turning, especially if it sparkles, if it has glimmer. A ram, okay. But for earrings, I'm still learning how to do jewelry. I'm learning how to do earrings. I really need to get my ears re-pierced, because these were from when I was like, I don't know, 8, and they're all uneven. But let's say I'm gonna show these earrings. I have a monitor right here so I can see what I look like in frame. So I'm making sure y'all can see what it looks like on, and then I'm going to pull it back so you can see the size, you can see the glitter if there is any. Yeah, the head turn is one of my favorites. Sometimes I do wish that I had like an assistant so they could help me do zippers and ties and things like that. And I might recruit Gracie. Dang, these are tight. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, Gracie, you're so cute. Do you guys know who Sharpay is from High School Musical? That's darling, Grace. Um, so yeah, I'm constantly thinking about being in frame. So many people are running their show like completely out of frame, and it drives me nuts. There's nothing. I leave a show quicker if you are like this. Andrea, Deluxe Edit, you're like this. You need to move it down. Move it so your face is here, not here. Like, also, a lot of people are like, but I'm trying to show my product. I'm trying to show my product. You are your product. You are also your product. So make sure you're in frame too, because people are going to come back to you again and again. Makes people talk. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I could totally see that. But your background, you're not selling. You're not selling what's in your background. You're selling what is in frame. So if I'm going to sell a lip liner, I honestly, Andrea, I would make sure you have for items that you have a tester, and you design a show and you test the makeup, and I've seen you do it. I know you do it. Yeah, yeah. So take your box of testers, design your makeup show, put it in order, and show them the color, like, and uh keep a makeup wipe, an oil-based makeup wipe, or I'm sorry, a non-oil-based makeup wipe, so it'll dry and you can use it again. But that way you can take it off and it's not going to leave like this smeared mess. So, but if I was selling this lip liner, I would write it on my hand and be like, look how beautiful this color is. Like, could you imagine, like, and really like use your testers to sell it, especially like if you have duochrome. I run out of space. Exactly. So take your makeup wipe after you're done, take your makeup eraser or your wipe it off so you have a clean palette again. So that's just some things that I have seen. And Gigi, your turn, Gigi, um, Miss Gigi's closet. I don't know if you're in here, but turn your overhead light off. Or you gotta move your camera. You gotta move your camera out from directly underneath your overhead light. Because what happens is, you see this, you have two opposing light forces. You have a light force coming down and you have a light force coming forward. Because I think you have a ring light. So you have two opposing light forces and it glares. Turn your overhead light off and use your ring light. Now, Gigi, I know you struggle with being able to see. So if you do need more light than just your um ring light, because you need to be able to read tags and see labels and things, I would put another source of light in your room that isn't above you, because your two sources of light is crashing and it's creating a glare. If you fix that, Gigi, you'll make more per item. Totally, 100%. I gotta take this itchy wool sweater off. But does that make sense with the modeling? Do you guys have any other questions around the modeling? Because for me, like, it's kind of second nature at this point, and I've never really had to explain it. Um, Let me scroll up because I look like a bruised mess. I love you. It kind of looks smoky in the room. Yeah, that's what it looks like, Gigi, in your show. But here's the thing. If you fix that, Gigi, here's another thing, Gigi. This is, and I think I really needed to be able to tell you on video so you could see what I was saying. So your iPad is back here, right? Your camera is up there. So you come up, you show the item, it's gorgeous, you hang it on your rack. I just really want to give Gigi a visual, and I hope this is helpful for other people. So you have your rack here. You're showing people, you're showing them the pits, you're showing them the zipper, and you hang it up, right? But now, Gigi, you have to go all the way around your rack, around your iPad, look at the chat, and then hit run. Move your iPad right here. So all your motion is, you have your rack here, you have your iPad here. That way you're seeing the chat and you're hanging the items. So Gigi, this is what it's gonna look like. You're gonna turn your overhead light off. You're gonna keep your ring light super bright as you can get it. You're gonna show your item. You're gonna show it. And this is what Gigi does. And I'm like, okay, when Gigi is live, I'm like taking notes. She is so funny. She's super thorough, but in a really entertaining way. And I just learned so much. And Gigi will thank every bidder. She doesn't just thank the people who won the item, she thanks the bidder. So, Gigi, look, before you hung the item and you would have had to have gone, I'm gonna remove this so you can see, you would have had to go around your rack and stand behind your iPad and then hit run. You're gonna hang your item, your iPad is right here. So your item is here, your iPad is here. You don't have to do as many movements to run the item. So some of you guys need to think about your studio setup so that you guys are not moving all around the room. Think about, how do I get the smallest amount of movement? Hi, Jess. How do I get...
I'm also gonna move around in here.
How do I get the smallest amount of movement for me to be able to show, run, and pin the item? And how do I make sure that I am... You're beautiful. I love your hair. Did you do your hair? You're beautiful.
Hi.
She needs her moment. She needs her moment.
I waited to the door for, I don't know, 5 minutes, and I'm just like, come on, time it right, Gracie. And Nat.
You're precious.
Don't mind me just loving Nat. I just love Nat.
Okay, I love you. Skedaddle, little
You're going on a show tomorrow, and I'm gonna be there, girl.
Oh, Gigi just tipped you $5.
Thank you.
Say thank you.
Thank you. I loved it. Bye, Gigi. Thank you.
She's a goop. So, some of you guys need to think about how your studio is set up. All right. Thanks, baby. I love you. I'm going to turn this around so y'all can see what my setup is like. Because studio is so important for your show. So over here, this was a Dr. Seuss room, so that's why that is up there. This is my I'm going to sell rack. All right, it's always on my left, so I'm always look, my arm touches the rack. Here's where I hang the item. So my movement is so minimal. You don't want a bunch of dead space between you grabbing the item and you running it. You don't want to be like, oh yeah, I'm getting it. Yup, yeah. And then there's all this dead space because your items are halfway across the room. When it's sold, look, I can hang it without moving. My sold rack is to my right. It's going to be to your guys' left on the camera. Gracie, your profile picture is so creepy. You need to change it. I'm requiring you to change it. I love that. Yes, totally. Or use the practice mode in the app. It's super easy. But also, one thing that I noticed when I would go live and then I'd watch my show back, I was constantly moving my rack all over the place. I didn't have one set spot to put my rack. Now, I know once I hang the item and I try it on, I move it to the right. I put it in the same spot over and over and over again. What if changing behind the camera to show the clothing in an outfit? Yeah. If you're changing, that makes sense. I'm saying if you have your inventory halfway across the room and it takes 5 to 7 seconds for you to get back into frame, your stuff is too far away. So making sure you're within arm's length of your inventory and your sold inventory will make your show so much more cohesive. Use markers on the floor too if you can't remember where to put your rack. Totally. And Natasha, you have great lighting. You have a beautiful studio. Like, I love your shows because I feel like I'm in your environment. So when I'm doing a show, these curtains are like this. So my background is only that. And the whole intention of my show is to focus on what I am selling. It is not about me. It is not about how beautiful I look. It is about presenting and doing my items justice. I want to scroll up because I know there were questions. I could have swore that Chanel put a question in the chat. Maybe I was wrong. Okay. Oh yeah. Do I need to turn mine off? Yes, you do. So when you're Chanel, when you're walking from your inventory to your camera to show the item, you'll see the cast of light above you hit the item and it makes it look wonky. But then when you get close to your ring light, it's true color. Like it is the perfect color. Chanel, did you just hear me? I know you just came in. But I think if you turn your overhead light off and you only use your ring light, you'll also, your MT thrifter can kind of set off a different cast of light too. So be aware of that. Those like beautiful tubed light bulbs can kind of make the lighting a little wonky. We had to tell Gigi to turn hers off too because it was creating like this, I don't know, just like a weird lighting scenario. But Chanel, your lighting up close is stunning. Also, Chanel, you should go to the Dollar Tree, find a clear plastic bin, turn it upside down, and use that as your um, product presentation little stand. Like, go to the Dollar Tree and find something that's like clear that you can put your product on. Also, Andrea, for your product, get a bigger stand because you do bundles and you're trying to fit a bunch of product on this little tiny stand. Go to your Dollar Tree, look at the containers, look at like candle holders, look at just something creative, or freaking go to Pinterest and design your own. Yeah, just go to the Dollar Tree. They have clear dividers, sectionals that you can pull in and out of drawers and things, turn it upside down, and you can fit, like, they're like this big. You can fit so much product. But Chanel, when you use your cardboard box, it's really loud. So use something that you can just put right in front of you to display your items beautifully. And I like clear because you could, it's less distracting. And I feel like, yeah, but you're using what you have, you know, Chanel, like that's what you're doing. But now you have feedback and you can design it however you want, you know, in a better way. You could also, Chanel, just go on like Amazon. Like I have these, I use them for a spice rack, but they're just essentially these clear shelves and they're portable. The legs like fold up and then the top is just clear. They're like $4 at Walmart. So just like being creative. Okay, so Travel My Closet says, I have a creative staging idea, but need to talk to someone about how to implement. Throw it in the chat. Let's talk about it.
You good? I'll come back.
Uh-huh.
All right. I thought I heard that you needed a tinkle.
I do. Well, I'm doing okay.
Okay.
I have had issues with my lighting. I have so many lights. Whoever comes to my show tomorrow, please remember to comment later in the group. Totally. I love that.
Just give me the signal.
What's the signal?
Blink.
What?
Yeah, just blink. What is the signal? Put a piece of tape on your nose.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna just stay here. I'm almost done. Okay. I want to see the other comments. What we got? Okay. Gracie came in. Gigi, I love you for the tip. I would love it if Gracie came to my show tomorrow. Let's do it, Tanya. That helped me so much. Thank you for being my eyes. Totally. Yeah, Gigi, you fix your lighting and you fix the amount of time it takes you to get to your iPad, you'll make more revenue per item. And you will, I bet, like Gigi, you run items, girl. Your shows are long in a not a bad way. Gigi, I don't think you should be worried about how slow you are, don't say anything about it because you're so thorough and you are so enjoyable to watch. Like, ask Steven, I watch the entire show. You're not slow. You're not boring. You're never running your mouth. Although I love it when you say that because you're from Brooklyn and it's like so sassy and spicy. And it's so you. And Gigi, like, you really feel your love. Like when you're like, love is free. Like, I just want you guys to know that I love you. I feel you, girl. You love me, and I love it. And Natasha, I love that you have your mom help you. I do piles all over my stairs with random pulls, but use another rack if preloaded. Okay. Yeah, I want to know what your studio looks like, Janelle. Because your studio is really cool. I love your angle. I love how you run the item and the item, like you, I love your setup. You just need to turn off your overhead light. Changing behind the camera to show clothing in an outfit. Yeah. So don't recommend any classy looking decor in the back. You could do decor, but just don't make it the focal point. So like don't make it super distracting. What about the process of tagging items with sold info? Do you set up your store with heavy, medium, light and a bunch of those so they run with numbers? Taylor, we recommend a loaded shop. We recommend doing a loaded shop. At least I do. I recommend a loaded shop. You're not having to worry about weight. You're not having to worry about whether the right number is going with the right item. And we recommend doing one photo, a brief title, measurements, the size, and the material. That put all that in the listing, and you're going to be ready to go. I need playback. What can I buy to rehear this again? I will pin it for you, Gigi. Oh, yeah, I got to put the playback in there. I look like literally, I don't know why it was so difficult for me to load this. I couldn't find all the stuff that needed to go in here. Okay. Are you getting your show ready?
Yeah. I'm staging right now. Don't mind me.
Where
I'll let you know
it?
what
Video. We could do video.
Are you adjusting your visual real estate? Is that why the curtain's closed? You cool if I open this?
Yeah. Shoot.
Just add in like a playbook, like $10 or something.
Yeah.
Use that.
I know, but I have a whole thing. I've created a thing, and why can't I find it? It just doesn't make sense. Like, I type in playback, doesn't pop up. It's really annoying. Okay, Gigi, let me just put in. I'm just, maybe if I do it like this. No. I'm sorry. I'm just looking for this. It's under here. I just had it.
Oh.
Sorry.
You're okay.
I like yesterday I just uploaded these with so much ease. They were all right at the top of inactive listings, and this time I'm having to like dig through all of the clothing I've sold. Play back. Okay, Gigi, I'm just gonna. What?
I like this marker.
Good. I'm glad. Steven's getting ready. You bought a coaching call? Thank you. Yeah. I'm so excited to do those. What do you think, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Gigi, I'm just gonna add it manually because I don't understand why it's being so difficult. All right. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Whoops, there we go. And any more questions I will answer in just a second. Yeah. It was just like right in my eyes when I started.
Chanel's Shine being shown on live though.
What?
You gotta get this Chanel Shine. What's up, dude?
Shine like so many shines.
Yeah, shine like so many shines.
You're
That's
precious.
what I was saying. Yeah. This guy was really helpful. He decided to dump water in the bottom of our laundry basket.
Oh, that's good.
So if you're wondering why it's upside down in the bathroom, it's just drying. Okay.
Okay.
But he's helping out. Just I don't know. Maybe he thought it was.
Yes, her shop's finally pre-lit. Okay, there you go. Bye for playback if you guys want to watch this back. Let me just scroll through these real quick. You come in the room and my viewership goes up. What the heck?
Oh yeah, right.
Oh my goodness, I love you.
Put
Thank you,
you and
Gigi.
Mitchie on and it'll go up to 60. Have Chanel co-host and it'll go up to 60.
Okay. Tanya, as long as your background isn't super confusing and overwhelming, you can have decor. You just don't want it to take away from what you're doing. I love how you've been paying attention to other shows and making recommendations. Please feel free to do that with mine. You have great lighting. I've gone to your shows.
She's ready.
You have great lighting, amazing lighting. I like every aspect of what you're doing is beautiful. I love that you like I was in your show and you were wearing like this gorgeous bra with like this tight black tank on and everyone was like loving it. They were loving what you were wearing. You Tanya, you have an authority to your show and I think it's because well, I'm just to be really honest, because you have a giant diamond on your ring. You have a giant ring. And like you just seem like you're financially well, I guess I should say. And so it makes me trust you more with your recommendations. Um I would focus on Tanya for your shows. I would focus on your market data, watching your playback and making sure your items are getting better and better. So go back through your orders, see what people are bidding up and what they're not. Sizing, I think, can be an issue in your show, Tanya, like too big or too small. Although I've only seen you do too big, where you were trying to sell a 3X bra, and sometimes like the sizing can be an issue. Can you give me feedback if you felt like the lighting and background was appropriate for mine or things I could change for my show tomorrow? I loved your background. Make sure the items that are in your background, Shannon, are items that have not sold. And if they have sold, take it out of your background, your background. Okay. Hi, Amy. I love you. So, but also, Shannon, I loved your music. You have really good music selection. I was like, I love this song. And it was the appropriate volume too. So good. Yes, I have when I use it. I love how you explained your setup. I sell from my living room because I don't have tons of room, so I'm taking notes. And Jess, you can do a lot with a little. You know, like this room is like my studio is tiny. Let me just turn the camera around so you guys can see what I'm working with. All right. So I have a laptop, so we are renting this half of this room. So the other half used to be a nursery. So that's why it's got, okay. So I have this monitor and it plays me. Then I have this monitor and this is how I read the chat and I see what I look like in the items. And then I have my iPad. This is my sold rack and this is my for sale rack. Okay. So my setup is very simple. Like it's nothing super bougie. Like this laptop's from like 2017. It's a dinosaur, but I use what I have. Okay. Do you mind showing us your exact lighting setup, like flipping the camera? Okay. So my lighting are these. I'm sorry, I'm getting hooked on cords. Are these strip lights? Okay. This is a clothing hanging rack and I put the lighting strips on there. I also have a light strip up there. They're magnetic. So that pole up there is metal and they're magnetic. So I can just go boop and put it on there. And then I have another lighting strip over there. So these light strips are for sale. They are for sale on Amazon. I had an old light box and I took the strips from the light box. So I don't have a link or anything, but if you go to Amazon, I just need to add it to my storefront.
Yeah.
So they're all magnetic. So I can remove the, whoops, I can remove the light and put it anywhere. So really understanding how you want your studio set up is key. Minimal movement. You don't want to have to be like running all over the place. It's tiring, it's taxing. Make sure your studio is set up so it's easy for you to go live. Because if you're doing it from your couch and you're pulling from garbage bags, that's really difficult. All right, I think I did it, babe. I answered all of them. Uh, he looks like he's ready to run the show. And you guys, will you go check out MT Thrifter Chanel's shop? It's loaded for her show tomorrow. I have a backdrop that looks similar to my profile header, Enchanted Forest with butterflies. Do I need to go plain? Test it. Yes, the lights plug in. They're also adjustable, so they have a little knob and you can turn them up and down. So that's what's been really, really helpful. Go check out MT Thrifter's shop. She just loaded. If you love boho, she finds so much new with tag, it's insane. Can you please explain again the space reduction? Why no items in the back? So, Dress with Grace, I run a preloaded show. I don't want my items to be previewed on the rack. I want them to go to my shop and look through the items. So I really want my audience to go into the shop and look through what I have. Okay. Also, you can buy the playback of this if you missed it. I went into modeling, I went into lighting, studio setup, um, staging yourself, like what makeup I use, what body makeup I use, how to model jewelry, clothing. There's a lot of good stuff. Pace wise, do you think I go too slow? Sometimes I get people anxious for me to run things and think my genre is a very quick speed and a lot. I think your pace is perfect. And honestly, I think you could go slower. So, like, really explain the items, teach them what you know about the items because you know about them. There's for you to be able to source that much beauty, you know something about beauty. You know, I love that you read the box because the box is going to be the best advertising you could do. They literally spent hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to design a box with the wording of how to sell it. I have nowhere to place my rack. Preloaded show, but rack is in background. Yeah, doll fun. I'm gonna let you. You're pretty good at explaining like the rack in the back.
Real estate?
Mm-hmm. So I love you guys. I have to go tinkle. That's mainly why I'm skedaddling. Um, but Stephen is a wealth of knowledge. Oh my gosh, Andrea, I got my perfume. I am so happy with it. That mister is like, that's another thing, is show how things mist. If you're selling a perfume, I know that it was taped. Untape it, have a tester and be like, look at the mister on this. Charlotte Tilbury, the mister on that, explain how it smells, put the lid back on, run it. Oh, totally. I could totally see that. So don't do anything that you're gonna put yourself in more debt or like, but you know what I mean. Like just think of more creative ways to show. And this, my new favorite lip liner. I go to the Lux Edit. I think I got this for like $4. Yeah. I love it. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you so much.
I'm here to talk to you about makeup and hair and how to do it.
Whatever. You don't have any hair.
Wow.
Is that baldest?
Wow. Yeah. That's baldest.
I don't have a fancy friend show. Will you let them know that? I don't have a fancy friend show.
Oh, we're building. We're getting ready for Launchpad, the next Launchpad. So this weekend we're not doing a fancy find. So it's gonna be a lot of stuff. We have a lot of things to implement over the next.
I love you.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
All right, what's up, guys? How you doing? Did you guys get something out of that? Yeah. Do you got some? You got some Bears oil